At 5, we continue to follow breaking news. Dozens of residents displaced after a massive fire rips through a Miami apartment building, and it is still burning. Good evening. I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. The flames quickly spreading, and investigators tell us it all happened after an employee there was shot. And we've just learned police have a suspect in custody.
Our crews have been following this breaking story all day long. Yvonne Taylor is standing by at Jose Marti Park, but we begin with CBS News Miami's Peter Dench.
Peter joins us live at the scene with the bizarre chain of events and the firefight that is still ongoing. Peter, we do not see fires like this in South Florida very often.
No, we've not seen a fire like this one in years, according to the Miami mayor. Now, this fire has been burning for nearly 9 hours. A senior law enforcement source tells us that there was a dispute between two individuals prior to the fire. That source says one man shot the victim and he may have set this blaze.
We have a 3-story apartment complex. We have flames and smoke showing 3rd floor from the windows.
More than 30 Miami fire rescue units respond to the smoky inferno as flames sweep through the Temple Court apartments near downtown Miami. For hours, smoke billows from this 4-story building in Northwest 4th Avenue and 3rd Street.
Fire rescue brought her down through the balcony.
This woman in the white shirt was one of those rescued, said her daughter Ruth.
It was not a good moment for them to experience. All these elderly people have special needs, like they're all sick, they have health conditions and whatnot. Thankfully, the Lord has blessed me.
Joel Enrique and his family walked down 4 flights of stairs to escape the fire.
We were inside, yeah.
And what'd you do?
We had firefighters come up for us so that we could go down the stairs. We were able to get out, hoping that everyone else was able to get out too.
Was it scary?
I mean, yeah, of course it was. First time I've ever been in a fire, so my eyes were burning, my nose was burning. This is not how I expected to start my morning.
We also have a patient that's been shot in the torso in front of the building.
Firefighters who responded also discovered that someone had been shot on the 3rd floor. A spokeswoman says a Temple Court employee was wounded.
We have rescued over 40 people that were in the building, and I say rescued, there were people that were evacuated through balconies. There was an explosion right after that evacuation, and our firefighters have demonstrated a tremendous amount of heroism battling this fire since 8 o'clock, and they're still battling it.
The fire raced through the building, and authorities say it spread faster in part because of the wooden infrastructure.
There's multiple points that water's entering into the building. They're trying to contain the fire in a section of the building so it doesn't spread any further.
The city is trying to figure out how many people have been displaced.
We're trying to account for all the number of residents, how many lived in the building. We're working with Red Cross.
Now, law enforcement tells us that a suspect is in custody. He was arrested in Alapata. Law enforcement source says it's not clear what prompted this incident and how it escalated. Meanwhile, 3 firefighters were taken to the hospital suffering from heat exhaustion. We are live in Miami. Peter Dench, CBS News Miami.